Abraham?
Hello?
Hi, Abraham.
Hi.
How's it going?
Hi, Abraham.
Hi. How are you guys?
Very well.
Excited.
Nice to have you with us.
Yeah, we're
thank
very
you so much for
excited.
having me. I really do appreciate it.
You're very welcome. So I'm a huge fan of the Glee Project. I was a fan of season 1. I was a fan of season 2. Huge fan of Glee, and I figured, what a better way to reach out and get someone from the Glee Project this year on our show. So this is Gabtown Divas. I'm the host, Travis, and my co-host Sandy is with us.
Hi, Travis,
Abraham.
Sandy. Hi, guys.
Hi, and we have a ton of your fans in the chat room right now. They're really excited to hear from you and hopefully be able to call in and talk to you.
Oh, that would be so great. Hi, everyone. I love you guys. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, so we're very excited. So who was that I was speaking to before? Is that one of your produced? Is it like your manager or?
That was one of our, very cool people at Oxygen who helped with all of our PR stuff and interviews and everything. So, yeah.
That's so
great.
awesome. Is that who I talked with to get you through email?
Yeah, she did. Uh-huh.
Oh, she was awesome. That's so awesome. It worked out so well, and I'm so glad you were able to call in and get it worked out. So this is very, very exciting. So thank you again for being with us, and I hope you have some fun. It's just going to be a laid-back night, just an hour chit-chat, and see how it goes. Sound good?
Oh, thank you. No, it sounds great. Thank you guys so much for having me. I really, really appreciate it.
You're very welcome. And just so you know, our show is nothing big. It's just we've just started back in April. We had our first huge guest, Sandy, was it 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, I think it was.
We had Michelle Visage from RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh, hello. Shout out to her.
Right? Isn't she awesome? So, and then last week we had 2 Days of Our Lives stars. So we're just seeing who we can get. So
yeah, it's nice. We're just starting to get all our stars booked in it, and it's starting to come together. And it's really fun because we like to keep it more casual and just kind of have a conversation.
Oh, well, congratulations on everything, guys. I really hope that it gets really, really huge, and I just wish nothing but the best for you guys. So.
Oh, thank you. That's sweet.
Well, thank you very much for saying that. I really, really appreciate it. So, Sandy, why don't you go off and start? Is there something you wanted to ask Abraham?
Well, basically, just kind of wanted to know a little bit more about you and find out how has your life changed since getting chosen to be part of the Glee Project. I understand you were thinking about going to law school, and then you decided to put that on hold for a little bit to kind of pursue your dream and try, the entertainment business, and just kind of, because I'm sure that's such a big transition to all of a sudden be thrown into that and to be so excited, and I'm sure it's just kind of like a whirlwind for you right now.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Honestly, if you told me that I was going to be in the Glee Project 2 years ago, I would have been like, what? Because it's exactly what you said. I was going to go to law school. I went to UCSD in San Diego, and I graduated with magna cum laude honors and took my LSAT and did really, really well. And I was on my way to law school, but then I always wanted to do, it was sort of like a secret dream of mine to perform, and I never really had the courage to go out and do it because, growing up within an Asian family, that's not really a possibility, entertainment, especially because our parents are so protective and it's all about academics. But I really didn't want to be 30 years old and look back and be like, oh, I wonder what if, And so I started a YouTube channel in the summer, and since then it's been really crazy, even for the Glee Project. One of my videos for someone like you, Lily, it racked up over 500,000 views, and I tried out for the Glee Project, and I got called back, and it's a funny story because I did not believe them. When they emailed me for the callbacks, I emailed them back literally is this for real? Are you guys faking something or scamming me? But it was real, and then, lo and behold, I got into the show, and it was one of the 14 people called back to the house, so.
Wow.
Yeah, and my life changed so much, too, because, even tomorrow, I think we're allowed to say, but tomorrow, we're going to the TCAs, which is the Television Critics Association Award, and because our show's been, loved by the critics over the past 2 seasons, and I'm attending the cocktail reception tomorrow with some of the other people in the top 7 right now, and it's going to be amazing and so much fun, so, yeah.
You must just be flying high right now on life, just enjoying this. this experience? It must be just an amazing experience. I can't even imagine.
Oh, it feels like I'm on cloud 9, and I feel like I'm dreaming, and I really don't want to wake up anytime soon, so hopefully it'll last for a while.
Right, no, I bet, and I'm sure it will. I am sure it will. So Tyler left a few weeks back, and that was hard for me to watch because Tyler, I mean, his journey, everything he's gone through, I give him, props 100% for just sticking with it and for finding himself and just, saying, hey, this is who I am and this is what I need to do. What were your thoughts on that whole, losing Tyler? Because it seemed like you both were very close on the show.
Oh, yeah. It's so funny because Tyler and I, a lot of people don't know because they don't really get to see a lot of the relationship dynamics that develop throughout the course of time. But even at callbacks, Tyler and I immediately sort of, got along. And it was so funny because I had a lot of self-confidence issues back then and at callbacks. And I literally was like, I don't think I'm going to make the top 14. And Tyler was like, I'll see you when we shoot the show. And lo and behold, we both made the house. And Tyler, in a lot of ways, believed in me before I really believed in myself. And to have him, he's honestly one of my best friends on the show, and even after the show. And when he left, it was such a shocker for me because I honestly did not think that he was going to be going home. Because, supposedly his feedback was he had the best performance he's ever done. And then, I heard that Michael, forgot, half the lyrics to Lucky. So I honestly thought that Tyler was going to stay. So on top of being sad about his departure, I was shocked. And so literally, after he left, I went to his, our dorm and, made his bed and folded his clothes. It was as if someone died. It was, so, that day was just a really, really sad day for me. So, I mean, yeah, you can only imagine.
Oh,
it's got to be.
I can't even imagine, how that, just because you guys bought in the house. I mean, this is an experience you're all taking together. So I can't even imagine how that, felt for you to lose someone that close, So do you, out of all the experiences you've had so far, I missed last week, but I know who got out, and I can't find it. Oxygen is not going to put up that video, I guess, for a month from last week.
I know.
Yeah, I had to work. I worked till 10. Got home at 10:30 or 10:40, and then I was like, well, I don't want to just watch the last 20 minutes, so I figured at 11 o'clock it'd be back on, and it wasn't. So I'm very devastated. So, but Nelly left last week, and I heard that you had, from everyone I talked to, they loved your performance. You want to tell us a little bit about your performance last week?
Yeah, it was, last week was so interesting. I hope you get to see it soon because it was theatricality week. And, honestly, I feel like maybe the weakest part for me was probably the homework assignment because I've never gotten a singing lesson in my life. I have no theater background whatsoever. And, yeah, it's I just come from, an academic background, hey, I majored in poli-sci and international studies, and now I'm on the Glee project, so... but yeah, my video performance, honestly, a lot of people, that I saw, sometimes I'll look at comments on YouTube, and a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, this was really Allie and Abraham's, video, and it was really cool because I really gave my all into that video shoot performance. It was an overnight shoot that went from, 7 p.m. till, 7 in the morning, and I gave my all into it, and I thought I did I just wanted to really claim this whole androgynous thing because basically the huge debacle over last week was because Nikki, when I went into the studio, she was like, so would you consider yourself an androgynous performer? And I was pretty much I was a little shocked because I was I don't really get why you're asking me that. And no, I don't think that androgynous is bad at all because I would definitely consider myself masculine and feminine. The only issue that I had with that question was that, one, it sort of came out of nowhere. I'm here to record my vocals, not have a therapy session. And two, it was also because, the tone in which she said it was sort of accusatory, and
right.
When I answered, I consider myself free because I don't like labels. Like a lot of people, sometimes they don't feel the need to like label themselves, and that's the same thing with me. And so when I said that, she was like, "Oh, please," and then. You know, it was interesting to see because I definitely don't feel like my vocal performance was worthy of, like, her, like, pretty much dying back in the studio. But, I mean, and I didn't think I was going to be in the bottom three, to be honest with you. But I was, and I did stereo hearts and, you know, rock nail polish in one hand and performed the heck out of the song. So hopefully people liked it.
I'm totally, so this is the video on YouTube, your performance? Because I don't know. I guess I couldn't find it, but I'm gonna have to look for it. Sure.
Yeah, it is on YouTube. It was fun because it was so funny because they gave Lily someone like you, and I was like, you gave it to her, and they gave me. I mean, TGIF. Like they gave me Last Friday Night with Allie, which we know was like a hot mess. And then they gave me Stereo Hearts, and I was like, I just want to sing, guys. I was like, give me a song where I can sing, and they go and give Lily like my song. I was like, how dare you? But she did a great job, and I tried to do the best I could with the rapping and the singing that I was given. And, yeah, I mean, hopefully, the mentor seemed to like it, so that was really nice.
That's awesome. So I just want to commend you. I think just, you know, props to you for just being who you are and standing up for yourself. Honestly, just I applaud you. I think that's just so honorable. It really, really is. And no, you're very welcome, and you're going to go so far. You really will, and I just feel so honored to be able to talk to you. You know, you're going to be just a star. You will. You're going to be a huge star.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we all and
you're very welcome.
Everyone in the chat room agrees. We all think you're great. So.
Thank you. I mean, you know, honestly, for me. I understand and value humility and the ability to take and retain feedback just as much as the next person, if not more. Because, you know, my mom raised me to be very, like, you know, she always tells me, even, like, today, she called me this morning, she was like, I know you're going to that award thing tomorrow, and there are going to be lots of people, but you have to be humble. And obviously she says this in Korean because she can't speak English well. But, you know, to me, it's like I will accept critique. Like, even when I was giving Last Friday Night or whenever I received critique that I feel like I don't really fully understand, I always try to apply it to me, like no matter what, because the mentors, you know, are there to help us, and, you know, I respect them all so much. But when it comes to, there are certain things that I do have to stand up for myself, for like my character, my integrity, like who I am as a person. And I don't feel like, you know, especially after last week's episode came out, there was just this outpour of people who are like, I hate labels too, and it was so uncalled for. And I feel like now I'm in a position where I'm not just fighting for myself. I'm fighting for all of my fans and for people out there who don't want to be labeled. I mean, for me, I made a vlog, and I was like, yeah, you know, I played soccer when I was little. I rollerbladed like crazy and rode my bike, and I did sports, but also at the same time, like, when I was young, when I went to my friend's house, that Easy Bake Oven was the most exciting thing ever. Like, I was cooking up stuff in that Easy Bake Oven, like Top Chef. And, yeah, I mean, to some that may be feminine, but it's like saying to a girl, like, oh, so you're really athletic and you wear basketball shorts instead of skimpy outfits. You must be androgynous. And it's like, no, I just find basketball shorts really comfy. You know what I mean? So it was that kind of situation. And I feel like I do have to stand up for myself, and it takes real respect and admiration for someone to be honest with them and to stand up for yourself, even in the risk of, you know, getting in trouble or being in the bottom 3/4. So, yeah, it was totally worth it for me.
Oh, that's so great. Oh, go ahead, Sandy. Talk.
No,
Sorry.
go ahead. I was just going to say, yeah, you know, you do have to stand up for who you are and your beliefs, and I think it's special when you don't let it, you know, go to your head and think you're all that, even though, I mean, we think you are, but I think it's, you know, it's good that you're grounded and you know, you're a real person.
Oh, totally. And I mean, like, there's a way to stand up for yourself that I feel like is very, I mean, there are ways to do it respectfully, and there are ways to say it, you know, in a way that's just sort of like, okay, you need to stop digging yourself a grave, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Honestly, for me, like, I'm not, you know, a lot of fans were, like, really mad at Nikki, and I was like, please don't be mad at her, because I love her, and I've talked to her since then, and I understand now. So, but, I mean, I'm always for dialogue, and I'm so glad that this was able to spark up some sort of conversation amongst, our fans and our viewers about, gender identity and sexual orientation and all of that. But I'm never for bullying, and there's a way to talk about it without being hateful. So I'm so glad that's happening, and it's great.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And,
yeah, I think it is.
Yeah. No, 100%. And I just think, like, when you look at the Glee Project, just very quickly, like, look at, all the amazing, talented, such diverse people we've had. We had Alex last season, and just Alex in himself is, he's just such a, he's just amazing. He performs and feels so comfortable in himself that he's doing drag on the show.
Oh, Alex is amazing.
Yeah, he's amazing. And, I just, between him and, like, Tyler and you and, like, everyone they have, everyone's just so diverse and has such amazing talents. And just, I feel so honored and privileged to, like, be able to be a part of it, well, through watching the show. But you know what I mean? It's like speaks to you. I've been out for 9 years, so I know how, like, Alex feels. Of course, it's his own journey, but I can, as a fan, it speaks to me seeing his journey. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, for someone who has a faith, but, had, like, Sam, when Sam was on, someone who has their faith and yet, want to fit in with their peers, like, it speaks to them. So I just think the Glee Project's just amazing for that.
Oh, it's amazing. And I think it's such a testament to, Ryan and, the mentors for, and all the producers of the show who created a show that's really, compared to a lot of reality shows out there, it's definitely a positive one at the end of the day. And it's not just about talent or, stuff like that, but it's about, diversity. And it's, I think it's so great that so many different walks of life can sort of converge and we can be united by love for the similar craft, So it's amazing, and I'm so honored to be a part of it.
Exactly, and I can't even imagine how the experience is. So let's talk a little bit more about the Glee Project. Fans are wanting to hear more about what's going on, with you on there. Is there any?
Hello?
It looks like for some reason Travis' call dropped. I'm sorry. He'll be back in just a second.
It's okay.
Apologize for that.
I'll back to you for now, Sandy.
I know. So I'm not sure what he was going for, so we'll just kind of continue on. I know. I'm sorry. He just completely. Oh, hold on one second. We'll find out what's going on. So we do have a lot of people anxious to talk to you, so they're really excited. So what I'm going to do here is while we're waiting, a lot of people are so anxious to talk to you. So let me see here. We've got a couple. I'm going to look up in the chat here and see a couple of the questions that some of the people in chat room have for you. So let me see here. Sorry, I've just got to page up a little bit here. Most just how much everyone loves you and thinks you're amazing.
I love my fans so much. They're so
love you.
They're so dedicated and they're so amazing. And literally just as much as I quote unquote inspire or encourage them, they inspire and encourage me on a daily basis. And I love them so much.
Well, yeah, it's pretty amazing. Like you said, that this was something that you always wanted to do, but you were, you almost, it was like a secret to you, and I can totally understand that, because sometimes it's scary, and you're, especially if you're raised to do things a certain way, and you don't want to go against the people, your family, what beliefs are, but sometimes you just have to go for it and try it because it's something that's in your heart, something that you're passionate about, and you have to try it.
Exactly, yeah. I would say that for anybody out there, who feels like, but you know what, though, also, I feel like, if they love something enough, like, for example, if it's, to perform, I would say to really honor your craft and to really get better at it. It's not just about, I had a dream and time gone by. It's about really putting in the time and the effort and the blood, sweat, and tears into it. And if anyone has an inkling and they feel that for something, I would say go for it, whether it be becoming a performer or being a lawyer or being, a teacher. Passion is something that makes us human, and I feel like if you have that, then go for it.
Oh, yeah, totally. And, yeah, anything that's worth having or worth doing, you do have to put the work in it. And, it does take time, and it does take your effort, So it's just, and it's always, so well worth it when it's something you truly are passionate about.
Exactly.
And it looks like...
I'm back. Sorry, I got cut off.
Oh, welcome back, Travis.
Thank you. I was like, oh, my God, no, this can't be happening right now. So, okay, I feel better now. I was freaking out. So I was looking up, just to find some information, about you. So, I knew what I was talking about when we were going to talk to you. I looked on, and I saw that you edited a few, was it movies, and directed a few movies?
Oh, that's so funny because literally my IMDb page, I have no idea who made it, but I think there's another director named Abraham Lim, and that phony did all these movies that I have never heard of. So that's not me. I have never done a movie called God is Dad _ but I would love one day to, oh my God, that's so funny, to do, I would love to work on movies. I'm working actually on, this is the first time I'm sharing this with any fans. So, but I'm actually working on a short film screenplay. And because I have so many things that I want to do, my mom tells me I'm never going to get married because I'm so, I'm way too ambitious for my own good. But, yeah, I mean, I want to, dabble in films, not just in front of the screen, but behind, the camera as well. And I have so many things I want to do. So, but no, God is Dad is not my work of cinema, and I've never done any of those things yet. So.
Okay, so now we know that. Okay, good. I had to ask. I was looking. I'm like, okay, maybe these are private, how people just do, what's the name? Independent films. I was like, maybe that's what it is. So it's maybe it didn't make it big, but it was a project he worked on. So it's like I just had to ask Abraham this. Fans are asking if you're in the chat room, but you're not in the chat room right now, right?
No, not right now. I'm not.
Okay. So fans were asking, so I just wanted to make sure, and I was very confident you weren't, but I just wanted to double check so they knew. They're very, very excited. I mean, we have more and more fans coming in the chat room to listen to you. So if you don't think you're loved, no, you are, because we have. I mean, it doesn't make sense. The fans that are talking and just asking all about you. So instead of asking more questions from me, I'm going to try to pull up in the chat room, ask you 2 or 3 questions from there. I have 1 or 2 questions from Twitter, and then we're going to get you some callers.
Oh, cool.
Because I could talk to you all night.
That's so exciting. I'm so excited to talk to them on the phone.
Yeah, it's going to be great. So, everyone in chat room, if you want to start posting some more questions, if you posted it earlier, go ahead and post it again so we can see it. That way we don't have to keep scrolling back up. And that way we can start getting some of your questions answered, and then we can get some people who are holding on the line in to talk to Abraham.
Okay, so I found one, guest 145. This is the first one. Like I said, I'm not going to scroll up for the other questions, guys. It's just too much. But I'm going to just go from what I have now. So one fan asked, what's the craziest thing a fan has done for you?
Oh, my God. There are a lot of really, I don't want to call it crazy, but just literally when I say our fans are, dedicated, I mean it so much. I mean, there was one fan in particular literally made a collage, and, she drew and painted it herself, and it was of me from the Edge of Glory video, and basically all of the songs that I covered on YouTube were on that painting, and it was, amazing, ridiculously amazing. And I think I actually cried when I saw that fan art. And I get, the most amazing messages, and I read through all of them. I mean, believe it or not, I'm so behind on responding to all of them because I do try to respond to every single message I get.
Aww.
But all the messages that I get and the fan art, it's just so flattering, and they share so much, and I feel like it's just a testament to, when, you open up yourself and you share openly with other people, and as I'm doing on national television, you know, people feel compelled and they feel safe to, you know, open up to you too. And I love them so much, you know, and it's when I say like love, it's not just, oh, I love them and that's it. It's like a very symbiotic love, and it's so real because they love me and I love them back. So, yeah, but they're great.
That is so sweet. Sandy, you want to ask? That is really sweet, actually. First off, I just want to say this because, you know, a lot of stars sometimes, like the fans, they don't, you know, do anything for the fans. So fans don't know if, you know, how they feel, or, you know, if they have no way to communicate with the fans. Some stars don't have Twitter, some stars don't have Facebook, and you being on Twitter and being someone that, you know, tweets back to the followers and, you know, messages them and does like everything you're doing, and just, you know, it's just amazing. And I think that if other stars would be like you, you know, I think that, I don't know, I just think it just shows a true testament that it doesn't matter how famous you are, that you still, you know, care for your fans out there. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
You know, any like celebrity that tells me, oh yeah, I literally have no time to talk to my fans or whatever, they can go suck it, because I mean, I know I don't have like 26 million followers on Twitter. I doubt that I'll ever get that high, but you know I don't have that. But I literally, I mean, yes, I'm very busy throughout the day. Like I really am, but at the same time, like, you know, then don't sleep as much. You know, like sacrifice an hour of your time before you go to bed. And, you know, sometimes I go on Blog TV and webcam chat with my fans, or I'll pop into their chat rooms and I'll just say hi, because, you know, it's like it takes literally a minute to make someone's day. And, you know, it's a fact that we would not be here without our fans, and they make us. And, like, if you can't literally take out an hour of your time to, like, message people back or tweet some people back, you know, it's like, you know, whatever, like, get over yourself. It's I'm sorry, but if you ever see me stop responding to at least a few, like, fans' tweets, like, on a daily, like, whatever, then please call me out on it, and I will, you know, buy someone steak.
Make sure it's like, what's going on? No, that's great. Yeah, because I think it does help, and it connects you with your fans on an even deeper level. So I think it's a wonderful thing.
Thank you.
And we do have guest 37 and guest 3, pretty much the same question. They're saying, what's your favorite part or the best part of being on the Glee project?
I know this sounds really cliche, but I feel like, you know, it's, for me, I love, if I had to pick, like, one part of the week that I, like, really, really love, I love the video shoots. I love everything about it, you know, minus the goodbyes, the eliminations, because it's seriously everything that I've wanted to do all my life. And I remember when we first shot Here I Go Again, when we shot that as our, like, first video for the show, I like listened to the track. We listened to it. We played the song at the same time. We're such dorks. And we started, like, I started crying, and I was just like, oh my God, like, guys, this is us, you know. And it was just, it's so surreal. And I really hope that none of this ever gets old for me, because, I mean, there are so many people out there that are so talented, and, you know, I just happened to be someone that got picked out of, like, over 44,000 people, and it's, you know, it's just such a blessing, and I can't even. But I feel like every single part of the show, minus the eliminations, are the best parts of the show for me. Even seeing Ryan, I love Ryan too. So
I'm a huge fan of Ryan Murphy. I just have to say, I am. Huge,
he is
fan.
So scary sometimes. Like, he's absolutely terrifying. And people don't know this, but at callbacks, I called him. I went on stage, and he was like, he told me after I sang my song, he was like, Abraham, you are so interesting. And I was like, you are too. I was like, you're a complete psycho. I called him a psycho. But what I meant by that was because I find him to be a genius, you know, and that's what I meant. But I love Ryan so much, and I'm glad we clicked right off the bat with that one word.
That is so great. That is so great. Oh, my God. And after everything Ryan's done, I mean, doing Glee, Nip Tuck, I mean, American Horror Story, he's just to stand in his presence must just be amazing. So,
yeah, he's crazy. Amazing.
Why don't we?
For you.
Oh, sure.
I'll take one more fan question from Twitter and one more from here, and then I'm going to take callers so we can get.
Yeah, we'll go. Yeah, and we'll go back and forth. We'll take some callers, and we'll go back to chat room. That way everyone can get a chance, and we'll try to get as many as we can.
Exactly. I wanted to know, how did you feel in this sexuality episode when they complimented you being masculine with your new hair? Does sexuality have to be masculine for men?
You know what? No. I'm sorry. I mean, it was very flattering that they liked my performance, but I mean, I'm a performer, and like Nikki said, I'm able to teeter on, both the masculine and feminine side, and I mean, I think for that word sexuality to have like a masculine undertone, it's just, for me, it was just sort of, honestly, I remember Tyler and I were sort of like peeved about it when we were on the show. We were like, what was that? And I mean, my black hair was merely like me going back to the roots of who I was for the Vulnerability music video shoot, because I wanted people that were of Asian, background to see someone that looked like them on the TV screen, which is what I didn't have growing up. But I mean, I decided to keep it after that because that's how, like, I felt comfortable with myself to not need the red to pop out, within our group. And so, I mean, whatever. I mean, to each their own. But I mean, I definitely don't think sexuality has to have like a masculine undertone or implication. And you could be a man and you could, be like Alex and rock, a skirt and some like a awesome weave, and you can still be sexy. So, I hope people just feel empowered to be themselves.
And I totally think that you are empowering the world. So keep doing what you're doing.
You're so nice.
It's true, though. You're just amazing. You really are. And just being on there and standing true to who you are is just showing everyone that, they don't have to conform for society. They can just stick with who they are and be who they are without trying to change for anyone. So that's just amazing. We're going to go and take some callers, and then I have someone from Twitter that had a question, so I want to make sure I take that too. Is that okay with you? We have a half hour. I don't want to go overboard or over the time, so I'm going to try to. All right.
Yeah, we have so many people with questions, so they're all excited.
Oh, that's awesome.
So first off, fans, if you want to call in, we're going to try to go till like 9:50 with calls, 9:55, and then try to end the show so Abraham can go on with his night. So we'll see how this goes. But if you want to call in, just call 1-724-444-7444. You enter the caller ID, which is 1222, pound, and then 1 and pound, and you're in. You can chat with us, okay? And I'll say that again in a second. So let's see. Oh, all right. Where'd they go? They were just there. They disappeared on me. Okay. Guest 77, are you on? Guest 77.
Hi, Abraham.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, my God, I'm so excited. Okay. So I'm a big fan of yours, and I was just wondering, do you get, like, recognized on the street now at all?
I do. It's really, really weird. Like, I live in L.A., and I remember a few of us when we went to Six Flags in L.A. like a few weeks back, and literally we got recognized so much, and even at Comic-Con 2 weeks ago, we got recognized a lot. And, like, when I just go to the Grove, like, I'll get recognized a few times, and it's weird because they'll be like, Abraham, and I'll look back and not know the person. I'm just like, hi. But, yeah, I mean, I love bumping into everybody, like, on the streets, and it's so much fun. So if you ever see me, don't be afraid to say hi because I like meeting you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I love you. Thank you for your support.
I love you.
Who called in?
I think it wasn't it guest one? What was it? One.
Yeah. You guys, when you call in, say your name so Abraham knows who he's talking to.
Oh,
if you want to say your name.
Yeah, I'm Lindsay.
Oh, Lindsay. Thank you so much, Lindsay. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Lindsay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, that makes me really happy.
I know. And we have in the chat room, guest 173 is saying, who do you miss the most that went home from the Glee project?
I mean, I miss most of the people, a little bit because everyone brings, like, certain things that are different. I miss most of them, but definitely Tyler and Nellie are, like, I miss them. I literally was, like, dying.
Some relationships you form are closer than others, so, that's just part of life.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, like, I mean, I don't want to use examples, but yeah, definitely. I'll just say that.
All right, so we're gonna move on to the next question. Give me 1 second here. The next caller, I mean. Southeast Ohio. Are you there?
Yeah. Hi.
All right, who am I speaking with?
My name's Nick.
Nick, thank you for calling in.
Hi, Nick. Go ahead.
I don't know what question to ask. I'll have to go with, what's your favorite music video that you've done?
Oh, the favorite music video that we've done. I would probably have to say it's like oh God, I mean, I love so much of them, but I really love, in terms of my individual performance, I love the theatricality video the most. It's probably like one of my favorites, and I love Here I Go Again because it's like my first video, so it'll be always hold a special place. And Everybody Hurts was definitely up there for me too. So, yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Thank you so much for your question.
Thank you.
Thanks for calling in, Nick. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thanks, Nick.
All right. Bye. All right, in mid-southeast Texas. Are you there? Mid-southeast Texas?
I love
Hello?
Texas and barbecue.
All right, so they're not there, so we'll try someone else.
Oh, wait. Oh, is this Southeast Texas?
Yeah.
Hi, you're on.
Texas. Do you have a name?
Yeah, Lauren.
Hi, Lauren. What's up?
Nothing. Oh my God, I'm so nervous right now. I'm not even playing.
Don't be nervous. It's just me.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm nervous. I was just wondering if you have anybody you really looked up to when you were smaller and thought, did you want to be exactly like them, or?
I didn't have anyone in particular that I wanted to be like, but there were definitely people that I looked up to a lot growing up. I definitely looked up to my mom. She's one of my biggest inspirations in life, and she's like my best friend. And I looked up to Michael Jackson as an artist a lot. He's the king of pop, and I've always, the first music video I ever danced along with was Thriller. I really admired this guy named David Peltzer. You guys probably don't know him, but he wrote this book called The Child Called It. And he was,
God, that was my childhood terror.
Yeah, he was abused growing up, and I really looked up to him a lot because, I mean, just to go from being so broken and battered and to really, making something of himself and, being able to reconcile all of that was so amazing for me. So I definitely looked up to those three a lot, but probably my mama and Michael Jackson the most.
Thank you for answering my question. Oh, my God.
Thank you for that great question, and thanks for your support. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for calling in.
Thanks for calling in. Okay, so we're going to move on next to, we have a million people on here.
I'll ask a quick question from the chat room while you're looking. We have from Guest54. They're asking what your favorite Adele song is.
Favorite Adele song? Someone Like You will always hold a special place in my heart because, honestly, if I ever win like a Grammy or anything like that, I will. I'm make sure I thank Adele for making that album because like that album really did in so many ways like change my life. And Someone Like You is a song that started it all for me. And I remember when I recorded that cover in the studio, I was very like in that headspace, and I felt like I really related to lyrics a lot at the time, and I still do. And even though it's been played on radio a plethora of times, like they have killed that song and like beat it until it's like, even while it's dead. At the same time, that song, it never gets old for me. And it always touches me in a different way every single time I hear it. So probably Someone Like You.
Awesome. Thank you so much for answering that fan question. We're going to have another caller. I'm trying to, let's just choose this one. Toronto, Ontario. Toronto.
Canada.
Hi, Abraham.
Hi.
Oh, my God. I'm so nervous right now. Holy crap.
You guys are so funny. Don't be nervous. It's really just me.
Yeah,
What's
but
your
like
name?
last person, my name's Ariel.
Hi,
Hi,
Ariel.
Ariel.
Thanks for calling in.
Hi, Abraham. Okay, firstly, I just want to say that I'm so glad you were called back for the show because, you know, as an Asian myself, it's great to see, like, a person of Asian descent being able to represent, like, the American music industry because, like, you definitely don't see that often. And my question is, how do you feel about being able to actually, you know, sort of advocate for equality? Because some of us feel like we're a minority, or whether it's because we're a certain ethnicity or a certain sexual orientation. So how do you feel about, you know, sending out the message that says we don't have to conform to what society has set out for us?
You know, Ariel, I like, I'm so angry right now because I'm like crying now. Thank you so much for your question and your encouragement. That was really sweet of you. And I would definitely say, you know, growing up, I didn't have that. I didn't have, you know, just like, it's still, you know, it's weird because, you know, Asian Americans have been in this country for like over 100 years. And, you know, growing up when I saw the television, you know, all I saw was like, you know, very stereotypical Asian roles. You know, we were like jumping on water or doing kung fu. And just a side note, I don't know kung fu or any martial arts. But, you know, I feel like, you know, it's encouragement like the one that you just gave me that really give me that extra fight, you know, every day, because this industry is so hard and you always get thrown lots of different curveballs, and sometimes it's, you know, even seeing a lot of people's hateful messages can sometimes really affect you, the strongest of people. But I'm determined, and, you know, the that I got recently for another interview, they were like, oh, you know, is law school still an option for you? And I was like, no way in hell. Because, I mean, this is not just about me and what I want to do anymore. I'm fighting for every single person, not just whether they're Asian, whether they're gay or straight or free, quote unquote, or androgynous or whatever they may be. I am fighting for every person who feels underrepresented and who feels disenfranchised, you know, not just in this industry, but in life, you know. And it's funny because, just to go on, digress a little bit, my mom growing up, you know, she went from being a nurse in Korea to coming to the States and being a waitress, and she raised me as a single mother. And, you know, I think about that, or I think about you, you know, in Canada, and you don't feel like you're represented. It's people like you who make me want to fight that much more. And trust me, like, regardless of what happens on the show, or trust me, you will. I hope to see a day where there are more, you know, Asian Americans and more, you know, Turkish Muslims and more minorities, you know, represented in entertainment, because once that happens, I really do believe that there will be a shift towards more tolerance in society and in our country and all over the world. So, I'm like tearing up, so thank you.
No, thank you for, you know, just being on the show. It's great to see that you've come so far, and, you know, all of your fans will be here for you no matter what happens on the show.
Thank you so much, Ariel. You're so sweet.
No problem. I love you so much.
I love you back.
Thank you
for calling in. All right, we're going to take another caller here. Let's just do guest 85. Are you there, guest 85?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, you totally took me by surprise.
Hello.
Hi, my name's Diane. I'm calling in from the UK.
The UK. Oh, hello,
Okay.
UK.
Hi.
Great to have you.
I'm actually totally fangirling right now. You've actually
your accent is amazing.
So oh my God, Abraham, don't say that, because like I will actually die. I know you probably remember, but I was the person who sent you the inspiration post on Tumblr. And my question was, oh my God, my heart is racing so much. 1 second. My question was, just like, obviously you're a very big inspiration and a very big influence to me. How do you cope with the pressure of knowing how influential you are right now?
You know, honestly, and yes, I do remember your Tumblr message, so thank you. I'll write back to you soon. But I have to say that, honestly, for me, it's about I'm so fortunate to have my mom and my sister and my best friends who keep me so grounded, and they remind me like, hey, you're not that big of a deal. And I just try to be the best person that I can be. I don't try to. In the beginning of the show, honestly, when it first came out, I felt such pressure to be perfect. And honestly, nobody relates to someone perfect because none of us are perfect. And everyone makes mistakes, and I feel like we can even learn and be inspired by someone's missteps just as much we can learn from their achievements. And I'm just trying to be the best person that I can be, and I don't think too deep into it because it's once you start thinking into it and once you start being like, okay, I have to do everything right, that's when people start going crazy. So unless you want to see me shave my head and start bashing people in with umbrellas, but that's how I do it. So, yeah, I mean.
Abraham, I already think that you're amazing and stuff, and, you have such a positive influence on me, and it's just amazing. You're amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
for calling in.
Thanks for calling. And Abraham, we have Kassy in our chat room, and poor thing, she isn't able to hear. So for some reason, her speakers aren't working or something's going on. So she just wanted to let you know that she loves you. So I told her I would let you know that.
Can you tell her that I love her very, very much, and I'm sorry that her speakers aren't working?
Yeah, and then I told her to listen to the call later. I'll definitely tell her right now for you.
Okay, cool.
All right, we're going to take another caller. We have 12 minutes, Abraham. I don't want to go over time with you. We have about 15 people waiting, so I'm going to try to do as many as we can.
Okay.
And, all right, so let's see how we can do this here. The next call I'm going to take is guest 224. Guest 224, let's see here. Hold on. Guest 224, are you there?
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, I'm freaking out right now.
Don't freak out.
I've been waiting for a while, and I'm from Arizona, and I just really wanted to ask you a question. It's just a question that I've been wanting to ask. It's one of the people from the Glee Project is when did you realize that you really wanted to start singing?
When I was in the 4th grade. I mean, before then, I always loved to sing, but there was this one moment at church when I was singing for Mother's Day, and I had a solo. And as I started singing to my mom, I looked at her in the choir section, and I started crying as I started singing to her. And I don't know, it was in that moment where it was a confirmation for me, because it's what 9-year-old in their right mind starts crying, singing to a mother because they start feeling the lyrics so much, So I think definitely that was that moment for me where I was like, okay, got to do it. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for answering my question.
No, thank you for calling and asking me that question.
You're welcome.
Thanks for calling in.
Hello?
All right, so we're going to go to guest 226 next.
Wait,
yes,
hello?
226, are you there? Hi, who's this?
Hi, this is Naima. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, this is Naima.
Hi, Naima.
Hi, I talked to you on Twitter before. You said
you did? Okay, fine.
Might do it together. But my question is, as a aspiring actress, how can I go about getting into the industry if I don't know who to contact?
Oh, trust me. I mean, I knew absolutely nobody before. I'm the least connected person in terms of this entertainment industry. I would just say do as many, as someone who didn't do this, I regret it very much, but I would say do as many, school and community, theater and acting productions as possible. Take acting classes, and really honor what you do. Love is so important, but when you really love something, you honor it too. So definitely work at it. If your parents are supportive, ask them to pay for your acting classes because they're expensive, and get involved with anything and everything you possibly can. And hopefully I'll see you on the screens one day, and I'll be like, oh, I know you.
I have one more question. If you were doing the Glee Project, who do you want to do a duet with most on Glee?
On the Glee Project?
on the actual show?
Oh, on the actual show. I would love to do a duet with either Santana, Blaine, or Rachel, even though I feel like Rachel would kill me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, guest 226. All right, we have to move on to the next one. How are you doing,
looks
Abraham?
like 247.
You doing okay? Abraham, you're doing all right?
I'm having so much fun.
Oh, great.
All right, I set the time to for an hour and a half or 2 hours, but we could. I just don't want to keep you, longer than.
Yeah, so just jump in and let us know, because we're definitely trying to get to all your fans that are holding. But anytime, if you need to go, let us know. We're going to try to get to all your fans here as quick as we can. So that's we don't mean to be rushing you, but I know there's so many people that want to talk to you.
Oh yeah, and I'll stay on a little bit longer for you guys too, if you want me to.
We have 8 minutes actually. We're ending at 7.
Okay, that was good. Thank you for saying that.
Thanks.
All right, we'll do one more phone call, and then we'll end the show after we just say a few more things with him. There we go. Okay, let's do this. What was the number, Sandy, you wanted to do?
I think, if we're going down the line still, did we do 247? Was that just 247? Now I'm confused. Jeez.
No, 226. Okay, 247.
Okay, so 247 is the next one in line.
Hello?
247?
Hi,
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, hi. Oh, my God, this is crazy. Because Abraham just tweeted me happy birthday not too long ago, because today's my 19th birthday. So I have a question for Abraham.
Oh,
happy birthday.
Hi, happy birthday.
Yeah, you already tweeted me. Okay, so I have a question, and it is, if you could sing with any pop artist whatsoever and do a duet with them, who would it be and what song would you sing?
If I could do a duet with anyone living right now, I would either do a duet. If it's pop specifically, I would have to choose Britney, because I think we would do something really, really fierce. And I would probably do Hold It Against Me. And I would love to do a duet with Adele too, just because I feel like our voices would go well together. So yeah, but if they were if I could resurrect someone from the dead, I would bring the Beatles back, or bring Michael Jackson back, and do anything with them, because I could sing the ABCs with them and I would be happy. So.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right,
happy birthday.
Thank you.
All right, so we're gonna we have 5 minutes left, and I just don't want to abuse having you on here. And I appreciate Oxygen for allowing us to do the show, allowing you to come on the call, and I appreciate the lady that is helping. What was her name again? The one that is helping?
Gina.
Thanks, Janelle.
She's amazing. She really is, and just want to thank her so much. So, out of respect for her and all the fans in the chat room, we're going to try to have Abraham, hopefully again, after everything goes through, if we can, after the Glee Project airs fully and everything is done and over with. We have 5 minutes left. I just want to ask one more Twitter question that I had, and I promised this person earlier, because they asked me 3 times, that I would ask this question. They just wanted to know, let's see, where was the question? Okay. Sorry. Can you ask, they wanted to know, we already covered the role model question. Okay. Just, sorry, I wanted to ask Abraham, what's the highest note that you can sing? That's what Sweet Cofer asked.
That's so funny. It's because actually I was talking to Shanna about it a few days ago. I can probably hit belting with my chest voice. The highest note that I can hit belting with my chest voice is probably a sharp. It's really high. It's higher than the note that Shanna did in Here I Go Again, the high one. That's probably the highest note that I can belt. I don't know what my whistle would be, but that's definitely my highest belt note that I can do.
Awesome. Thank you for answering that. Abraham, it's been a pleasure on the show. Is there anything you want to say to your fans before we end the show? Is there anything that you can, I know you can't spoil anything for us, but anything we should be looking forward to, or any just any final words for your fans.
Yes. It's just to, like, get a little, personal. I've actually, I don't know, a lot of my fans know and some don't know, but, my stepdad, he's been sick for a while with cancer, and it's been sort of getting really bad recently. Like, it's been spreading a lot, and, obviously they don't see that on the show, but, personally, that's what's going on in my life, and even my poor little dog got hit by a car last week, and, but she's okay now, but, I've been having sort of a rough time, but I want my fans to know, I want you guys to know how much I love you guys so much, and, every single time I see one of your tweets or read one of your messages, I feel that much more encouraged to go on and continue on no matter what the result may be. There's so much to look forward to. The show is such a great show, and really Oxygen is seriously the best network. It's like a family, and for them to put on the show is amazing, and I'm so proud to be a part of it. So, guys, thank you so much for all of your support and love, and I never thought that I would be on the show and let alone have so much support behind me. So you guys mean so much to me, and I would not be here without you. So thank you guys, and I promise to keep tweeting and loving you guys with all the little love I have in my heart.
Oh, that was really sweet. I'm sorry to hear about your father. I really, really am. Your stepfather, you said. I'm really so sorry, and I hope I hope and pray that everything goes well with him, and he can, get through this, in good health soon.
Yeah, he'll definitely be in my prayers.
I'm sorry to hear about your dog too. I read that on Twitter. I felt so bad.
I know, my baby has this orange-red cast on. It looks like a weird little cone, but she's getting better, so yeah.
Well, I'm so glad that she's getting better, and just all your fans in the chat room, I just want you to know they all said they love you, they support you, and they're praying for your stepdad, so that is a lot of what they're saying. So, Abraham, it's been a pleasure. It's been an honor to have you on here. Thank you again so much, and we are going to look forward to watching you on the Glee Project soon, tomorrow night. So I'm excited.
I know. Enjoy the episode, guys. It's going to be a good one.
I will. I know I will, for sure. And, Sandy, do you have any final words to say to Abraham before we let him go?
Oh, just to thank you once again so much for coming on the show. We really enjoyed it, and we would love to have you on again. And next time we'll definitely go to the fan calls right from the start, because I feel really bad we did. There were a lot of people waiting to talk to you, and we just didn't get to them. So we'd love to have you back sometime.
Oh, thank you, guys. And I'm so sorry to the guys that were waiting. I'll make a few personal calls myself sometime in the near future. So, yes, thank you, Sandy and Travis. You guys are so amazing, and thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it.
You are more than welcome. And like I said, yeah, we'd love to have you again soon. Wish you the best of luck with everything, and just thank you to Oxygen for making this happen. And you take care of yourself, Abraham, and we just can't wait to see what's next for you.
Thank you guys so much.
You're very welcome. You have a great night.
All right, bye, guys. Good night.
Thanks.
All right.
Bye,
Bye,
Abraham. Thank you.
Bye.